What's going on, Swoopers? Welcome back to another episode of Swoop Luke. In this episode, we'll be talking about the draftees that just came to the club. So, let's not waste any more time. Let's roll that intro. So, if you're watching this, you're well aware that the draft happened on Thursday night. We had 3 picks, just like I mentioned. Our first pick didn't come till pick 40. There were rumours that we were going to trade into the first round or, early in the second round. Didn't eventuate. There were a lot of trading with picks because I'm pretty sure we went in with 5 or 6 picks. Ended up with just using the 3 live picks. Traded with Richmond, traded with Hawthorn, I'm pretty sure, and we traded with the Giants again. And the Giants took in key forward with the pick that we traded, but that's neither here nor there. Let's get into our draftees. So the first guy I'm going to talk about is Jarrett, pick 40, our first pick of the draft. So if you haven't heard already, you will be hearing it for the next 10 or 12 years, however long Jay stays at the club for. He came from a basketball background. He's going to be getting compared to Scott Pennery because of that, but last year, he played in the Under-17s Basketball World Cup in Argentina for Australia with Luke Jackson, the guy that went at number 3 for Melbourne. They were roommates. So it's a pretty cool trivia. But yeah, he did come from a basketball background. Just thought I'd get that out there, before everyone else does, pretty much. So what did Collingwood like about him? He is an elite runner. He broke the 2-kilometre time trial at the draft combine with just over 5.5 minutes. Clean hands, very creative with the ball, loves a handball, as you can see in these highlights. Loves that quick-fire handball. Think Adam Treloar, Taylor Adams without all of the kicking, which is a knock on him. He isn't an elite kick. Well, no one's really that of an elite kick, but that's what's letting him down at the moment. But once you tune that up, he's got everything else. He's a clearance king. He's good with the disposals, like I just said. And he's a medium-sized midfielder. With our midfield brigade getting a little bit older, this kid, Jay, is going to slot right into it. It might take him 12, 18 months before he's a staple in our best 22. It makes a lot of sense, But I do feel like he's ready-made for the game. What I did like, and what a lot of commentators have been saying, he's a draft slider. He was predicted to go in between picks 20 and 30. We snatched him up with pick 40, and it's just brilliant. So on to our second pick, pick 45, Trent Bianco. He was captain of the winning Oakley Premiership side this year, and as a huge bonus, he's actually a Collingwood supporter, which is fantastic just for the kid. Doesn't really have an effect on us as a fan. I guess it's nice to draft a Collingwood supporter. But can you just imagine idolising these guys, watching the 2010 Grand Final, and then you're playing for them? He trained with us most of last year. He idolises Steele. Derek Hine, our national recruiting manager, has said that he is a better kick than Steele Sidebottom. Now think of how good of a kick Steele Sidebottom is. Both feet. Trent Bianco is rated better than him. And Trent has got, he can use both sides of his body as well, which is absolutely amazing. He was actually rated by Collingwood as one of the top 5 players in the draft on kicking. Did that make sense? I hope it did. He's creative off that half-back line, which is where I think they're going to play him. We are inundated with half-back flankers. So maybe he goes on to a wing, which is what Derek Hine suggested as well. And he could be Steele Sidebottom's protege going into this season and 2021. Just like Jay, Trent is a draft slider. He was predicted to go anywhere between pick 17 and pick 25. To get him for pick 45, the Collingwood recruiting managers, the recruiting team, would be licking their lips. It's pretty much daylight robbery what we got for him. Pick 45, our second pick. We had to swap with Richmond to make sure that we did get him and we did snap him up, but that we snapped him up, amazing, and it's just good to have a Collingwood supporter, and I'm just over the moon for the kid. So our third and final pick is Trey Ruscoe. So he's a utility player. He played a lot of his junior career as a midfielder and as a key forward, But these last 12 months, he's been used as a key defender, as a lockdown defender, and I'm pretty sure that's where Collingwood will play him once he's into the side. I think we'll play him in that key defender role because he's about 192 centimeters, so he can take that, maybe that mid to tall forward or a medium-sized forward. So think Tom Langdon, but he's a little bit taller than Tom Langdon. What's great about Trey and why he would be better as a key defender or as a lockdown defender than up forward is his overhead marking and intercept marking. So kind of like what Darcy Moore brings to the table and why he's gone from a forward to a backman. What I've been reading though from articles and ex-coaches and stuff like that is that he is a competitive beast and he absolutely hates to lose. So hates to lose in the sense that, you know, of the whole game, or hates to lose a one-on-one contest. So when he's on the park, he will give us 110% at all times. Alright, so that was just a quick debrief, quick highlights package of our 3 new draftees. We still have one more list spot available, and that will most likely, 99.9% sure that it'll go to Lyndon Dunn as a rookie. It would be great to have him not back in the team because he never left the team, I guess, but he's not on an actual Collingwood list at the moment. So it will be great to get him back onto the list. Senior head around the backman. He helps the AFLW Collingwood team out, so hopefully he's right to go for the 2020 season. Alright, so thank you so much for watching. If you enjoyed it, like, comment, subscribe, tell your family, tell your friends, tell your pets, and until next time, double shackers, I'll swoop you later. And that's one of the dogs. What are you doing? Alright. Go away. With Matt Rowell. Shit. Callum Toomey predicted that Callum Toomey predicted that he's going to go. Oh my god.